Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm super excited because we are going to be doing another full face first impressions where we test a bunch of new products. I know I just recently did one of these, but there has been so many new products coming out, so I wanted to do another one because I feel like this is the best way for me to get out a bunch of like little reviews on a bunch of different products that you guys are interested in, so we can just do a full face and test them all together. I have the new Fenty blurring skin tints, which I am so excited about. We have the Colourpop Lizzie McGuire collection, which literally made my heart burst when I saw that coming out. I was the biggest Lizzie McGuire stan, still am, so very excited about that, and a bunch of other new stuff to test out. We actually have a ton of new drugstore stuff and then a couple high-end products as well, so it's just a little mishmash today. I can't wait. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up if you guys enjoy these types of videos. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and click the little bell right next to the subscribe button so you can be notified of all my future uploads. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, so up first for primer, we're gonna be going in with the Milani Avocado Redness Correcting Primer. I have a lot of redness in my skin, so I'm excited to see. This is part of Milani's new Skin Fresh collection, so I actually have a couple different things from that collection to test out today. They basically did a whole collection all based on different fruits. So this is the avocado one. I always forget that avocado is technically a fruit. I always consider it a vegetable, but it is a fruit. And I believe this collection is exclusive to Walgreens, so let's go in. Okay, so it is green, and it kind of has like the consistency of like a pore filling primer. So I'm gonna tap it. Doesn't really have any scent to it. I feel like it did blur my pores a little bit. Like it has that almost like silicone-y sort of feel to it. Not sure it did a ton to like combat my redness, because mostly I have the redness right in here, but I have the type of skin that whenever I touch it, it just gets bright red, so that could be why too. But I do feel like it blurred like my skin a bit here, which I actually really like. I completely forgot to put my hair back, so let me do that before we go any further. Alrighty, now we're gonna jump in with the new Fenty Eavesdrop Blurring Skin Tints. These look so beautiful. I have my fingers crossed that I like these. So I have shade 4 and shade 8 here, quite a difference. So I'm gonna see, I swatched on my hands and I think 8 might work a little better, but if we need to lighten it up, we can go in with some 4. These are supposed to be a light to medium coverage, but very lightweight and blur the skin and be long lasting. And the price on these is $29.50, which is great because most high-end like complexion products are at least $30. So these are coming in a little bit lower, which I liked to see. So I'm gonna shake it up and then we are gonna test her out and see. I'll do one side with the brush and one side with the sponge so we can see if the brush maybe helps to bring in more coverage. So I'm just gonna kind of like drop it on my face. Again, I'm using shade 8, and then I'm gonna blend this out with a brush. Okay, with the brush, it's actually giving me a decent coverage. Like I expected it to basically be like little to no coverage at all, like something very light. But the brush is actually giving me decent coverage. So I like that. It definitely just like morphs into the skin though, which is nice. Okay, so that's with a brush. That was very easy to blend into the skin and gave me a decent coverage. Now let's see with a sponge. That is my preferred way to apply complexion products, but sometimes with lighter coverage products, I'm just making like the strangest little things on my face. A sponge is just too light of coverage for me, but let's see how she does. I mean, the sponge is actually giving pretty good coverage as well. I would say the brush gave a bit more though, for sure. But overall, it's not like a no coverage product, which I like. Like it did really blur my skin. All right, let's go in on the forehead and I'll blend this out on there. Dang, I feel like for summer, this is gonna be like it for like a daily kind of product. Cause you guys know I definitely like full coverage, and when I'm doing full glam looks, that's certainly the type of like foundation products or complexion products that I go for. So if I was gonna do like this full glam look, this is probably not what I'm gonna grab for. But on a daily basis, I love products like this, like tinted moisturizers or lighter coverage products, just so I can match my face to my neck and have a little bit of coverage. And I think this looks beautiful for that. So I really, really like it. I think it looks very pretty. If you want a fuller coverage, go with the brush, although I still think we got a nice coverage from using a sponge. So I can't complain at all. I will update the description box down below to let you guys know how this wears throughout the day. So check there, it'll be where I list all the products. After this product, I will have a little description of how it lasted on my skin. But so far, I really think it looks beautiful. Okay, I don't have a new concealer, so I'm just gonna be going in with the new Tarte Ultra Creamy. You guys know I like this already. I've really been enjoying this one. I have shade light neutral here. I tested this out in my last like testing new products video, so if you guys did not see that, I will link it down below. It's basically like a creamy, more hydrating version of the original Shape Tape. I think it's slightly less coverage than the original, but it's definitely very hydrating to the under eyes and definitely really nice if your skin is on the drier side like mine and you're looking for something that's a little bit more hydrating. So I'm just gonna blend that out real quick. And you guys can use code Kelly on Tarte's website for 15% off if you want to. Then I'm just gonna set that down with Wet n Wild Reserve Your Cabana, which you guys know I love. So I'm just gonna go in and set that all in place. Okay, now for all over the face to set, I'm so excited. This is new from Kosas, and this is their Cloud Set Setting Powder. And it's supposed to be an ultra soft, sheer setting and smoothing powder that's baked with skincare additives that minimize shine and the appearance of pores. So it sounds very nice. I have shade Feathery right here. It looks very pretty. Like the packaging and everything is very like aesthetically pleasing, but let's see if it's actually any good. I'm gonna use this to set all over my face. No scent or anything. And upon first application, it doesn't feel drying or anything. It just looks like it's setting the face. It is giving a bit of a matte finish because the Fenty skin tint was more of like a natural finish, where this is definitely mattifying it a bit, but it isn't making me feel dry or like caked up or anything. I do feel like it did emphasize my texture a little bit right in here though. I wouldn't say that it's necessarily smoothing, but I do think that it helped to blur out the skin a little bit more. So I do like that. And it feels very lightweight on the skin. Like I feel like all the products we've used so far on the complexion, like I have a very nice coverage, but it feels like I basically have nothing on my skin, which is really, really nice. So I like that. For our brows, we also have a new Kosas product. This one definitely intrigued me. This is their Air Brows. So I have this, which is a volumizing gel. This intrigues me. I have it in the shade Soft Brown. There are like little sparkles in this. So I'm very interested to see how that looks on my brows. And then I have the pencil. This is the Brow Pop Dual Action Defining Pencil. So also in Soft Brown. So it's like a little pencil with a spoolie, which looks nice. So I'm gonna actually go in with this first with the Air Brow and like run this through my brows. I've kind of been liking doing this technique where I go in with like a texturizing brow product first to like adhere to my brow hairs and then just fill in when needed. Gives a little bit more of like a natural kind of brow. Okay, so once this is actually like applied to the brows, you don't see like any sparkles or anything, so I wouldn't really worry about that. I just thought that was interesting that there's like literally sparkles in the packaging. And it's doing a good job of like adhering to my brows and like tinting them a little bit deeper, but honestly, does it really look that much different than any drugstore brow product that's probably a lot cheaper? No. Just being honest with you guys, like it doesn't look bad, but I feel like you could get this same kind of brow gel from any product. Like I really like the new Wet n Wild Brow Obsessive one, and that's like $3. So let me zoom you guys in a little bit so you can see better. I will say though, I'm reading on the website that this does have conditioning products in it to help support the growth of your brows. So if you're looking for something to help like nourish and help your brows grow, like the brow hairs, then that is an added benefit that other cheaper brow products might not have in them. So it really depends what you're looking for. All right, now let's try this Brow Pop little pencil. And I'm just gonna go in with this in any areas that need some extra definition and just blend that all out. This brow pencil is nice and very pigmented, so I do like that. Like I'm barely pressing it down and I'm getting a lot of pigment and filling in the brows quickly, which I like. Looks pretty. And then just going in and doing the other brow as well. I'm just gonna spoolie out the front a little bit. I would definitely say these are nice brow products. I do think that you could get a very similar look to your brows with cheaper products from the drugstore, but these are very nice. So I can't say that they're not. And they worked well for me to fill in my brows. Okay, now I am so excited because we're gonna hop in with the Liz McGuire What Dreams Are Made Of palette from Colourpop. This is so stinking cute. Love Liz McGuire. This is probably one of my favorite collections, like collab collections that Colourpop has done. And it's such a cute little palette on the inside, so I'm so excited. I'm gonna go in first with this pink shade, which is called And I'm just gonna work this in the crease. Oh my gosh. I feel like if you grew up around when I did, like late 1990s, early 2000s, Lizzie McGuire was all the rage. I loved her so much. That was like my favorite show. This pink is a lot more pigmented than I anticipated. I thought it was gonna be a more like pastel, but she is bright. She is ready to come out and say hello. So there we go with the pink. And I was so excited. Like a couple years back, I think they came out and said they were doing like a reboot or like a Lizzie Now or something when she was supposed to be an adult. And I was so hyped for that. And then something happened and I think they like stopped and it never ended up becoming a thing. Like I think I read some article like they couldn't come to terms with like I guess the storyline or something. I don't know, which made me so sad because I was really excited for the comeback of Liz McGuire. But this Colourpop collection will have to suffice for the comeback of Liz McGuire. Next, I'm gonna jump in with Digital Bean and I'm gonna focus this in the crease area to start to deepen it up a bit. I felt like for Lizzie, it was only right to do like a pink and purpley eye. I feel like for me, it was Liz McGuire and also Zoe 101. I loved those two shows growing up, like so much. Oh my gosh. They were my absolute faves. Comment down below what your favorite show was when you were growing up. I would love to know and we all can reminisce together. These shadows are definitely very pigmented because I'm only very lightly like dipping my brush in and then tapping it off and still getting a ton of pigment. I'm gonna go in with a small little brush and bring that same darker purple shade right underneath the lash line and press it up like very close, like that. Then with a fluffier brush, I'm gonna go in with Outfit Repeater. These names are so cute. And I'm just gonna buff that down here to blend everything out. This shade does have a little bit of a shimmer to it, but it's still really pretty and can definitely be blended on the under eye. Now all over the lid, I'm gonna go in with Outfit Rememberer, which is like this light pretty pink shade. And it's like a duochrome kinda. So I'm just gonna tap that on with my finger. Ooh, this is pretty. And then just going with a brush in the areas I could not get with my finger. It actually applies really nicely with a brush too, which is great. This entire palette is very, very pigmented. That's such a pretty shade, I love that. And then just gonna do the same thing on the other eye. Okay, now if it was up to me, I would probably just leave the eye like this, but I wanna try as many shades as I can. So I'm gonna go in with this. This is like the pressed glitter, and this is Please. And it's like an orange. So I'm gonna go in on my finger and put this towards the outer edge and kind of tap this on. We already have a lot of shimmer on the lid, but who said you can't have some extra glitter? I'm just putting it all over now. So we are really sparkling and shining today. Definitely a decent amount of fallout, but everything in this palette is so pigmented, so I can't really complain about that. Last but not least, I wanna go in and highlight, so I'm gonna go in with Bye-Bye right there, and I'm just gonna use that to highlight the brow bone. Ooh, this is pretty. And then also hit the inner corners with it as well. Okay, I think we're good on eyeshadow. This was such a cute palette. I will definitely use it again. Really, really love that. And brought me back to my childhood. So love that. I'm gonna go ahead and pop on some mascara real quick. Nothing new here. I'm gonna use the Maybelline Sky High. I have been obsessed with this. Like, the hype is very real. It has quickly become like my new obsession favorite mascara. It's just so good. So I'm just gonna go in with this, coat the lashes. We are gonna try some new lashes today though, so I'm excited. Okay, mascara is done. Gonna just pop in with some white liner in my waterline. This is the cream gel liner from Colourpop in the shade Exit. So I'm just gonna pop that in the waterline real quick. Okay, for lashes today, I wanna try these new ones from Salon Perfect. These are their light and fluffy natural collection. So these are the 693s. For my lash glue, I'm gonna be using this new little Kiss lash liner. I also tried this in my last testing new products video and I really liked it. So I'm gonna just do a little line on my lid with this. It's basically like a liner and a lash glue in one, which is really cool. And once that's on, just gonna go and pop the lash right on top. And it'll stick right to the liner. I feel like these lashes are a little too natural for me. Like, they're long, but I think I like something like a little bit more wispy, I guess. But these are supposed to be the more natural ones, so I mean, it makes sense why they are how they are. I feel like I just don't love them in my eyes. I feel like they're not very flattering for my eye shape. The Salon Perfect 614s, I think I just never find a lash that I love as much as those. So I definitely prefer the 614s to these, but if you're looking for something that's a little bit more natural, then these might be a great option for you. Alrighty, now we're gonna jump in and finish off the face. I'm gonna go in with this BFF Alondra and Elsie collab palette from BH Cosmetics. This is so, so pretty. So there's bronzer, blush, and highlight in here. We are gonna use the new blush from the Lizzie McGuire collection though, but I'm gonna use these bronzers. I'm gonna just mix these two shades together and then just put them on the face. Just doing a little bit of both mixed together to bronze up the skin. And these are definitely pigmented, so you can go in with a light hand with these bronzers. Definitely lots of pigment, so I'm just like buffing it right now, but it gives a pretty warm glow to the skin. Then we're gonna jump in with the Lizzie McGuire blush. This is so cute. So this is You Are Magnifico. It's like a pretty little pink with some shimmer, and I'm just gonna dust that on the cheeks. Like so. Oh, this is so cute. I love this. It's like a strawberry kind of pink color. I've really been liking adding like more blush recently. I'm doing a little bit on the nose too. I used to like never wear blush ever, just bronzer. And now I like love it. Then we're gonna jump back into the BFF palette and go in with the highlight right here. And I'm just gonna go in with this on the cheeks. Ooh! She is blinding. This is definitely a little bit of like an icier highlight. It looks very pinky like in the pan, but when you apply it, it's definitely like an icy, kind of like cooler undertone highlight, but it is blinding. Dang, that is pretty. But definitely has like a bluish kind of purpley undertone to it. But we are glowing to Mars. Oh my gosh. Okay, for my lip, I'm gonna jump into this new guy from Revlon. This is the Colorstay Satin Ink Lippy in the shade Eyes on You. So I'm gonna go in and apply. Ooh, she is pigmented. It feels like a lip gloss, like going on, but has like the pigment of like a lipstick. This is a very pretty color. I'm gonna wait a second to let it see if it like dries down, kind of how it dries to, and then we'll go in with one of these little glosses from the Lizzie collection, which are so cute, but I wanna see how this dries or if it stays like this. But so far it feels nice on the lips and was very pigmented. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes. It definitely has set down a little bit, but it still has that shine to it and still feels nourishing on the lips. So it's never gonna dry down to be like a complete matte or anything and really dry your lips out. I'm gonna do a little kiss test on my hand to see if it transfers. I feel like it still feels like it's definitely gonna transfer, so actually not really bad at all. A little bit up here, but it really didn't transfer bad. I was expecting like this to be all over my hand. So that's actually pretty cool because it still feels like something that would definitely transfer and just slip and slide off. So that's interesting. For gloss, I'm gonna jump in. This is a little lip plumping gloss duos from the Lizzie collection. So there's 2 in here. This shade looks like it'll go pretty. This is shade Gordo and it's supposed to be like a little lip plumping lip gloss. So I'm gonna go in with this. Ooh. It smells just like watermelon. Oh, I love that. And apply to the lips. Definitely very, very juicy and glossy. It does have glitter in it though, so you can feel like the little grittiness of the glitter, but it's nothing crazy. Okay, and then last but not least, we're gonna go in with this Milani setting spray. So this is also from the new Skin Fresh collection. This is the Make It Last setting spray, but this one is cherry scented. I love cherries, but I feel like a lot of times when things are like cherry scented, it can give me like cough drop vibes. So that's why I wanted to try this one. I'm gonna do a little test spritz. Okay. Ooh. Okay, not cough drop vibes. Actually very nice cherry. All right, let's put this on the face and see. Just gonna dry it on out. Ooh, but definitely don't worry. That's actually a really refreshing, like nice cherry. They nailed the scent on that. And my skin is like glowing. Like if I can say anything about this tutorial, this Fenty skin tint is so good. Like my skin looks really good and I normally do not like things that aren't really full coverage. Like this really is a beautiful product. I really like it. And I've been filming for about 2 hours now. So obviously again, I will wear it throughout the day and update the description box. But so far, really, really liking that. I feel like this whole look actually came out really well. Everything looks really pretty and I really enjoyed everything that I tried today. We didn't have any mishaps. So that's always a great day when that happens. And this setting spray feels like really, really nice actually on the skin. And I feel like everything just came together really good. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye.